Hi guys, my name is Agentbatz and we are Mythic rank number 904. So today I have a spicy brew for you. I call it Solar Flare. So Solar Flare is basically an Esper color, blue, white, black, and the theme of the deck is reanimation. So what's our big creature? It's this one from Crimson Vow, Toxrill, the Corrosive. This one is a 7/7 legendary creature, and please, I wanted to highlight the slug horror type, creature type, or horror creature type. Now let's see what this creature can do. So at the beginning of each end step, put a slime counter on each creature you don't control. Creature you don't control get -1, -1 for each slime counter on them. So remember, it's at the beginning of each end step, put a slime counter. So when you play this on your turn, and it goes at the end of our turn, you will get to put a slime counter on them, and straight away, -1. This is especially good against the aggressive deck, such as mono white, where the toughness is pretty low. And then at the end of that, our opponent end step, they will get another slime counter and get another 1 counter on them. So as well, when a creature you don't control with a slime counter on it dies, we create a 1/1 back slug creature token. Which that token, we can play blue and black to sacrifice it, the slug, the 1/1 slug of course, to draw a card. So this is very powerful against the creature deck, especially the current white deck. And then this one also comes from Crimson Vow, another 7 mana creature card, 2 blue and 5 for a total of 7. It's a 7/8 flash creature that cannot be countered. I think everybody know this card already, but you know it in the Isaac control deck or Dimir control deck. The Hallbreaker Horror, the control breaker, this one. But this one, we are not only playing 3 copies, but we are also reanimating them. So against control, we just hard casting them. We can reanimate them. As long as you don't exile it, it will keep coming back. And that's why we're gonna win against the control deck. And how do we reanimate them? We're gonna use this one, Return Upon the Tide. This one is a 5 mana spell. This one can be foretell as well, and then you can cast it on the cheap for 4 mana. So return target creature from your graveyard to the battlefield, and the rest is just favor text. No need to look. We're not playing any elf, so we can return Toxrill. We can return the Hallbreaker. Now to the next reanimation target, Haunting Voyage. This one is the highlight of this deck. So let's read it together. Choose a creature type. Return up to 2 creature cards of that type from your graveyard to the battlefield. So 2 creatures of the same type. If this spell was foretold, return all creature cards of that type from your graveyard to the battlefield. But for 1 mana expensive, so you have to pay 7 if you foretell it. Okay, now let's check the creature type in this deck. Toriel, a slug horror type. Hallbreaker horror, Kraken horror type. So they are both horror. So there is a theme for this reanimation. It's a horror type. And I forgot to tell you, we were playing 1 Mindslayer. Do you know that Mindslayer is actually a horror creature type as well? So if we foretell this card and then we pay for 7 mana, we can get Hallbreaker Horror back, we can get Toriel the Corrosive back, and we can also get Mindslayer back. And suddenly, 1 card, you might have 3 creatures that you reanimate and get to control 1 of that creature. So you suddenly 1 card, you might have 4 creatures and 4 big creature at that. And now I told you about the reanimation, about the creature. And one hiding here is the Faithful Bond Judgment. This one is not a horror creature, but it's a good breaker, a good defender. This one is a 4/4 spirit soldier, so creature type not important, but it's a defender, so you can't attack. It has flying and it has vigilant. So here, let's read it, because this one also come from Christian Wall. So at the beginning of your upkeep, if Faithful Bound Judge has 2 or fewer judgment counter on it, put a judgment counter on it. As long as Faithbound Judge has 3 or more judgment counter on it, it can attack as thought it didn't have defender. So this one come down. So for 3 turns of your upkeep, you can start attacking with vigilant and flying. And then when this creature dies, it has disturb of 2 white and 5 for a total of 7 mana value. You can enchant a player at the beginning of your upkeep, put a judgment counter on Sinner Judgment, Then if there are 3 or more judgment counter on it, enchant player lose the game. So if we enchant the player and it goes to our upkeep for 3 turns, the player lose. No matter how many life they have, they lose the game. So it's a good fun, but this one is quite useful as a defender. It's a 4/4 flying that can trade against any white deck. Spellbinder, Redain, Sun Gold, Sentinel, everything. 4/4 flying creature is a good blocker. But I'm playing one of this because I think that's good enough, because it's just a blocker, it's not part of our game plan. Now, when we're playing a reanimation deck, we need to put big creature into our graveyard from our hand or from our library. So the best one here is Faithful Mending. This one, you also gain 2 life, to deal with the aggro matchup. You draw 2 cards and then discard 2 cards. So you might draw your reanimation spell and discard your big creature into the graveyard to reanimate. So best spell in the deck. Another with flashback as well. So we can play this twice to draw 2, discard 2, and then draw another 2, discard another 2. So that's 4 cards you get to see extra on top of your library and discard your big creature. Another one here, which you don't see play in Mythic that often. Actually, I haven't faced this card in Mythic at all. Otherworldly Grace. So basically, is look at the top 3 cards of your library, put any number of them into your graveyard, and the rest back on top of your library in any order. And it has a flashback spell. And also, it's an instant. So instance is good with Hallbreaker Horror. So when you play this with 8 mana, you play this for 7. You have 1 blue mana up. You can play this as a divide by 0 or Fading Hope by returning that spell back to their hand, or return target non-land permanent to its owner hand. So this is a good. You need instant to protect the Hallbreaker Horror or counter the opponent's spell. So this 2 is the playmaker in this deck to get your big creature into the graveyard and sculpt your hand to get your reanimation set up. And then, because this deck could be a slightly slow, you need to deal with the aggro matchup. Doomscar is important. You can foretell on turn 2 and destroy everything on turn 3, which come up quite often against the mono white, mono green. This one is the best. And this has been the MVP of this deck, Sunset Rivalry, if I pronounce it correctly. So in case you don't know, it has 3 modes. If your opponent has more life than you, you gain 4 life. If an opponent control more creature than you, you get 2 1/1 white human creature token. And if your opponent has more cards in their hand than you, you get to draw a card. I get 3 mode out of this quite often, very often. And then actually I forgot, Other World Grace and Faithful Mending. I also have 3 Thirst for Discovery. This is also a Crimson Vow card, so we're actually playing quite a lot of Crimson Vow actually. Not intentional, I just find out right now actually. So this one draw 3 cards and then discard 2 cards, unless you discard a basic land card. But we're only playing 5 basic land here. But actually, even sometimes we have basic land, you want to discard your big creature. 2 big creature in your graveyard is better. So this is not about getting more cards, it's about putting your big creature in the graveyard and getting your reanimation spell in your hand. So that's the most important, because your creature are gonna be bigger than your opponent. Right here. Yeah, so let's go into the gameplay. I enjoy this deck very much, so I hope you do too. This is a very fun deck to play and I can't stop playing. Oh, hope you enjoy my video. Thank you. Yep, we're playing another Mythic best of 1 ladder. Okay, and I'm playing Solar Fire. So if we're against aggro, this should be fine. And then if we get blue, we can try to pitch this in the graveyard. So we got our reanimation spell, we just need something to discard it. So here, let's play the planes. Is it? Not the aggro matchup we'll be hoping for. But here we can still, since it's against control, is it? We don't need to do Foretell Doomscar. Let's just foretell this one. And we get our blue already. So hopefully we have some big creature on top of our library and a land. Okay, this is fine. So here I can foretell this. And then play this one and see what's on top of our library. Hopefully some big horror creature that we can put it on in our graveyard. And we also need the 4th land. So the Izzet player haven't done anything as well, but it's reaching to the 4th turn. They are tapped out. I think this is our chance. If we have a big creature on top of our library and the land, that would be perfect. So we got the land but no creatures. Oh, we need the land, so we have to take it. Here we have 2 white and only 1 black. So here's our black. And here I think I'm gonna play this just to recycle. Oh, actually I'm gonna foretell this. And then I'm gonna flashback this. Try to find a big creature in the yard. If we can find our mending to draw 2 and discard 2, that would be great too. Or our Thirst of Knowledge, where we can draw 3 and discard 2 or basic land. That would be great too, because we have our big creature on our hand, we just need it to get into the yard. Okay, 2 mana. Here we'll flashback this and try to get a big creature in the yard. We can try this, or we can get the Celestius up. So here is okay, not great, but okay. We don't need the 3rd reanimation spell when we have no creature in the yard. We might need this too. I think let's just keep thirst for knowledge. Yep, they'll be looking at our yard and thinking what we are doing. Okay, let's draw 3 and discard 2. Or 1 if it's a basic land. No basic land, but that's fine. We're gonna discard our useless card here. And yep, we can leave mana open for Vanishing Verse, or we can cycle, which is not important. 5, 6. Okay. Vanishing was this one. Hopefully they get a treasure and they use like divide by 0 and have no counter spell for our counter spell. For our return. Oh, that's even better. So they tap out except for 1 treasure, and they cannot counter us for 1 treasure. Okay. Okay. We don't have any instant in the yard to protect it, but that should be fine. So we just beware of Vegas now. And here I think we want blue more than black, and let's just play the sunset for a card. It's not much use later anyway. Get the treasure. That's actually the one I wanted before I tapped out. Unfortunately I'm tapped out, or else I would have able to counter the dragon, which is unfortunate. Or protect this one. This is the combo. So you know, if I have untapped blue, I can like return target spell or return a non-land permanent like itself to my hand to protect it if they try to kill it. Or if they had try to play Ghost Band, I can play this and return the Ghost Band back into their hand with 2 mana up and maybe 3 if they play a land. So, okay. So this means they're gonna, no? So here I can pay the Doomscar trick. Because if I pay Doomscar, when it's on the stack, I can return itself into my hand and Doomscar away the board. And this back into my hand. But actually I can return the dragon back with this 2 spell. I can do it 3 times, which is not bad. So I think that's the play actually. So with 2 mana up, I think I can do this on my turn and return the ghost band dragon. Oh, I only have one blue left. I can't do this twice. Wow. Oh, I shouldn't play the land actually. I should have took this one. But that's fine. That's fine. Okay, this one can block the ghost band as well. Since I already played the land, I think I just take this too. Be greedy about it. Still no other creature in the graveyard, so we have to protect this at all costs. So one instant to return the dragon. They can't replay it. I think this is fine. Let's pass the turn. Keep like 1 mana counter spell. Divide by 0. Like this. Too bad we don't have the second blue, or else everything will be fine. Return target spell you don't control. Boop. Here they can't sack this for 2 mana as well. They can't replay it. And now they have 3 and maybe 1 more land. They haven't played a land yet, I think. They're like, what is this? How can you counter this thing? Okay, that's what you want. You don't need this. You got too much land. Do we want this in our hand? I think yes, for 2 instants to combo with this. We want as much instance as possible with the Heartbreaker. And this one has fact back. So for 5 mana I can counter 2 spell, or basically divide by 0 because it's just returned to hand. And you can't counter the ability as well. That's the good part. This I have basically 3 counter spell. They're not gonna resolve a dragon for sure. I think this is a good showing of this deck against Is It Dragon. Of course we haven't won yet, so let's keep our head. Here, and here we can do 1. We have 3 blue. We have to be careful. 1 white, 1 white, 2. Okay, so we can do it 2 times. I think that's fine. We can even flash back this one for 7 mana. Okay, this time they can pay it 2 times, right? So I think that's good. Let's be 10. We don't show anything in our hand yet, and pay this one. Yep. And return target spell to your owner hand. Go back to your hand, dragon. Try again soon. Oh, that's good too. That's good too. I don't need this. Maybe take this into the yard. Okay, at this point, it's gonna be yeah. At this point, I'm just keeping all my instant, and I'm gonna win this game with 1 Heartbreaker. Horror. You see how good this is? And here, turn the dragon back to your hand. See, one Heartbreaker Horror is all you need, and a few instants, of course, and they can't resolve anything. Thank you. Okay, standard Mythic rank, best of 1. Okay, so we're just missing a big creature, but we have this. So here, if we play blue, we can't play Vanishing Words on the next turn, but we have the option to do this on the end step. Mono white. Okay, that's fine. Ooh. but we need land. We need land. Okay, let's put this on white and foretell this, and then at the beginning of our upkeep we're gonna fetch this back and try to find our second white or back spell for Vanishing Verse. Okay, good. That was a good draw for us. Draw. And let's. So we can play this one tap first. We still can't play Doomscar, but they only have 3 power, and we're at 19. I think we still have some time to set up, but this one increased our clock by quite a lot, so we need to hurry a bit. That was a good draw. Good draw. So here we need the black mana. This is troublesome. So here, should I be greedy? And the answer is always yes. Oh no. It's a yes. Okay, we get to draw a card, get 2/1/1, gain 4 life. I mean, why are you not playing? Why are you guys not playing this card? Sunset Reverie. So here we just chop blocking at this moment because they have this. So here, never mind about Doomscar. How about we finally reanimate this baby? Toxrill the Corrosive, Slug Horror. Remember, it's a horror type. Boom. Now this one give 1/1 at the end of each turn. So watch everyone die, and I get my 3 slug. Yes. Toxrill, people, if I'm pronouncing it right, that is. Bye bye. GG. Good game. Yep, this is best of 1 Mythic ladder, and we got our land, and we got our draw on this card. Now we need our big creature and reanimation spell. So here we have 1 white, so we're gonna play this, so we can play Vanishing Verse next, or Faithful Mending, or Mending. Against white, this is the best card against mono white. Faithful Mending, yes. Okay. So this will gain us 2 life, making it gaining more life than what they're hitting us. Or not. Be drawing 2 on this card too. Okay, so here I have 2 black, 2 white, so I'm gonna be discarding this flashback spell, and we need the second white, so I'm gonna be discard this one. Actually, I'm gonna be discarding this one. Ooh, that is also tempting. Okay, in case they pay retain. So let's take this out. It should stop the bleeding quite a lot as well. Don't pay Spellbinder. Okay. We can fetch this back, or we can play this one and discard our basic land right there. But if we don't draw back, let's keep the basic land right there. I prefer to draw 2 big creature to discard it to the graveyard. So here they probably take Doomskull. Ooh, okay, I will trade it. No problem. That's good enough. And here I'm gonna just draw a state away and see if I draw into something good. Okay. Well, I think I need the land. So I'm gonna discard the mending and the flashback spell basically, and play the basic land. You still have 20 life, by the way. We can't even use this card. Now we can use it. Okay, that's good actually. That's good. And what we want is retain, the most annoying creature against control deck, as well as Thalia and Light Spellbinder. Spellbinder. Okay. So the only thing they can take care of this is the Brutal Kata, basically. 1 card in their hand. 1 faces Heaven that we have to watch out for. Okay, okay. Here we can trade our stuff if we wanted to. And I think it's a good deal. Yes. Okay, okay. Okay. So here I want to hotel, pay the land. That's white, and Sunset Rivalry, and get 2/1/1, draw a card, gain 1 life, and I even have this one. Oh, that was perfect. That was perfect Sunset Rivalry. All 3 mode, and the best card I could draw. That's fine. They don't get the 1/1 because it's non-token. Okay. Ooh. Okay, that was bad. But I needed to do before combat anyway. Here, let's save the damage. Okay, so they have Faceless Heaven as their only threat, and we can gain 2 life of Mending. We have 6 land. If we draw a land, we can play this or this. Yeah, they know it. Yep. So standard best of 1 mythic rank, and we got all our color. That's fine. We need a big creature in the graveyard. Okay, here we gonna have, so we want the blue, mono white. So many mono white today, gotta be honest. So here we're not in a hurry to do the sunset rivalry. Let's just set up, we still have time. So hopefully we get hit. We go low in card. They have 6 card here. We can play the sunset. Perfect. Perfecto. Here, let's sculpt our hand before we draw our cards. We only have 1 blue, so that could be useful. This is only going to the yard. It's not useful. We need a second blue, but do we need it to get it that early? I don't think so. So let's move. Let's go find a big creature. Yeah, and we get 2 creature, draw a card, gain 4 life. Like I said, perfect. But our hand is not perfect. Our hand is all lands, but we have Faithful Mending to help with that. Ooh, we need to find out Doomscar soon, I think. Here, I think we just block it. Buy us some time. And here we can kill a creature, but we're not in a hurry as well. Here, let's get our second white card. Here, let's pass the turn. No need to hurry. See what they play, and then we're gonna Faithful Mending. Whoa. Okay. Aggressive. Now this feels like a white player. Aggressive. Now we just need Togrill or Doomscar. Here, way too many lands. Get them out of here. And I think it's time for Doomscar. They still have 4 cards and 1 faceless habit. Okay, whoa, aggressive. Okay, I like this player. This is how a white player should play, I think. Aggressive. Okay, we just play our basic land. So we need to discard 2 cards maybe. So here, let's see if we can find our big creature. Right there, but we're missing a land this turn, but I think that's fine. We don't need any of this actually. Should be alright for next turn. I did that on my turn because this one will get taxed on the opponent turn, so we want to play on our turn for the exact mana as you can see. And here I think I'm keeping this one for the Faceless Heaven, but this one can trade with Faceless Heaven. I will trade it for sure. Of course they're not gonna let me, but they can't hit with Faceless Heaven as well. Okay, 2-2-2-1 and 1-2. They will all gonna be dead soon, but before that let's get our life and our token. We won't be able to draw a card this turn, but that's fine. 2 more is good enough. And actually we don't need anything more of this. Toxrill, the Corrosive. Have a good look. And yeah, you go. How about GG? 1 slug, a couple 1-1. Oh, okay, they won't die. Good that they play that. And yeah, I don't need it to do anything, to be honest. Just pass the turn and I get my stuff back. GG, good game. Yeah, your go. Your go. Gaigas. Okay, so here we got our color. We have protection from aggro. We have our finding. We're just missing animation spell and a card to discard our hand. Maybe this one. That's fine. So yeah, find our reanimation spell and we should be fine. This is good hand against aggro. Yep. Every time I say that, they play an island. Alright, let's play this on white. And I can draw a card with this actually. But nope. And why can't you wait 1 turn so I can put you straight into the graveyard with this? So, give me a zombie. Blue back zombie. Okay, okay. Okay, let's see what's on top of our library. Oh, 6 mana. That's not good. But we still need it, unfortunately, I think. Yeah. Yeah. How about let's put this in the graveyard. Okay. Yep. Okay, so let's just we'll do the routing for us. Yeah, this is a good card for the zombie deck. It let you basically almost draw a zombie or mill one. And it's a good combo with this one. Ooh, a counter spell. Oh, yikes. Yikes, yikes. Okay. Here, let's play this one for maximum value again. This seemed to be the theme, right? Sunset Rivalry. I don't know why you guys not playing it, to be honest. Okay. Here, if we can get this 2 in the graveyard, we pay this for 6 mana. It can bring back 2 creatures of the same type. And what these 2 have in common? Horror type creature. Not slug, not kraken, it but horror. So if we can pit this 2 and go up to 6 mana, we play this, we can return both at the same time. Hopefully I get to show that to you. I did that once or twice actually. Yeah, have a look, have a look. Choose a creature type, return up to 2 creature card of that type from your graveyard to the battlefield. Now you can foretell it, but when you foretell, you can return all creature, any amount of creature with the same type, but for 1 more expensive, which is 7, and we only have 2 horror right there. We don't need to foretell to make it more expensive, while we have 5 land. So here is, do we go on damage or do we kill them? Okay, let's kill it. So here they can maybe draw a bunch. Okay, seems like they don't need to land, but we have to do our stuff before they get the ability to counter us with that. We're gonna pay this on our end step, on their end step actually. Okay, let's do it on the end step. So what we need is a land and a big creature to go into the graveyard. Is it too much to ask? Maybe, maybe. This is a way to get it into the graveyard, but this is quite good as well. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna play this and discard our 2 big creature right there, the horror. I think we need to kill this actually. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, now they have no pressure. We lost 19 life. They have to be proactive and play it. They can't leave like this card. You have to make sure to play around this card. That's it. So hopefully they don't leave it. And we need to draw our 6 land as well. Okay, now it's the time to draw 6. Ooh, talking about no pressure. Huh? Doomscar is fine for me too. Yeah, Doomscar is fine for me. So a lot of goodies. This is how you do it. You ask for Doomscar, they give you Doomscar. Boom. 14 life, no board. We have time. So give me a land. I want to. We have 2 biggies in our graveyard, 2 horror, and it's nighttime. Thank you. Thank you. Guys. If you don't like the following, you won't like this deck. Horror. Like I said, not Slug, not Kraken. Horror. 2 creature. Welcome. Viking boat. Oh, thank you. Do you like it, guys? Solar flare, people. Solar flare. Solar flare. Okay. What can you do? Accept concede. Oh, guys. Thank you for watching. Agentbatz. Thank you. Thank you. So let's see how the deck performed for me so far. I have played 24 games with Solar Flare and we have a win rate of 54% at 13 win and 11 loss. So this one is slightly better than break even at 13 and 11, but this deck is very enjoyable. And as you can see, our last 5 games is 4-1 at 80% win rate if you want to count. So this deck I've been improving from the first game, as you can see, and the first version was slightly bad. That's why we had but I think this one that I show you in the video, this deck list, just went 4-1 in Mythic ladder in the number, as you can see. So thank you for watching very much. I hope you like my video. Agentbatz out. Bye bye.